Tia Dr. Bryant Acheapong adeɛ the camp aba abɔnten etire mu sɛ ehu bi ɛyɛ abɔ Dr. Bawumia ɛne n'akyitaafo esan sɛ sansɛm yi Bryant Acheapong kɔkan yi adeɛ sɛ kusasi ahemfo aba abɔnten dadaada in 2024 abɛka sɛ Dr. Bawumia ɛyɛ mamprusi no ntino ɛnya adeɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛto aba ɛde ama Dr. Bawumia. Enti Bryant Acheapong no ɔkasa from fact any data ɛwɔ hɔnom. Enti ɛbɛyɛ Dr. Bawumia ne n'akyitaafo ɔmo nyan emotions na ɔmo da n'adi no. Na ɔmo so deɛ ɛyɛ ɔmo nwanwa ne sɛ asɛm yi baayɛ adeɛ sɛ ɔmo de 10 cents of Bryant Acheapong abeto abɔnten te sɛ deɛ ɔmo de Canada compare kwa Japan 10 cents ne baayɛ no. Abusua no so anu yi akɔ ama ɔmo.
I think first of all, I was saying that to me say Dr. Bryant Acheapong or yeah, Papa Bia said you on the book how to unite the MPP and ensure that we win the 2028 general election. So there are two things involved here. One, how we are able to unite the MPP, and two, how the MPP is able to win the general elections. When it comes to issues of unity, in this presidential race, Obi Agetum say Bryant Acheapong is seen as the unifier. Then people from various camps shifted towards Bryant Acheapong. In the last month, Bryant has been engaging a campaign team from across the 276 constituencies. Some will buy and some will go through training. But and now what I say, former parliamentary candidates are almost Ejinama MPP, former MMDCs are now almost serving under MPP. Now I mean, say constituency chairman and Obabishia from across 276 constituencies. We have about 256 constituency chairmen about Rock City, Ombabishia, Bryant Acheapong. So you can understand, say the campaign no epic, the campaign no do pomposphobia. People, our other camps should be worried about it. And you know, then come out would be maybe a man for a report, a cut pieces together just to score a certain agenda. If the MPP wants to win the 2028 general elections, I think that we ought to be very frank with ourselves. We need a candidate that appeals to the broad base of the party. And everybody, all the aspirants are saying that is what they stand for. We need a candidate that has very bold and decisive visionary leadership. Ghana can have a lot of hope and trust in. We need a candidate that will appeal to the young people of this country. And we need a candidate who be able to papa way the anointing meto aba the MPP. Bryant is selling that message. Now, the message the mono. And I want to say, Dr. Bawumia is a fine gentleman. But Dr. Bawumia is a victim of circumstances. Circumstances in the day. Young name was in the Pakistan BSc, you promo say ya. Sabi o mpenifo nyina wo do otumfo mu nyina try say omodo manu betu mu be say be solve problem. And talk ben. And talk akosi between Kusashis, any man pushes across especially in the north, upper east. A big grano, than saying a bit as Ediaba, Masi, and then Yamia would be great. Now, so we are MPP, now what follow the politics of the MPP. Now, we share what happened in the last election. There were a group of Kusasis, the leaders of Kusasis, who came out and warned MPP, their people say, Mom got to back my MPP. Again, as a party, we need to find a way of remedying that situation. We need to find a way of arresting that situation. And of course, the Bryant raises that issue. We know, we were affected by it, and Dr. Bawumia was a victim of circumstances. Menini is preaching tribal bigotry. Menini is being tribal. Menini is bringing ethnocentric in his delivery. He's talking about facts. The over 1 million Kusasis are Ghana. The point decided they won't vote for the MPP. What happened? How do we save that situation? Will a new face help in solving that problem?
But menena na kumia di nkomo sesi a wo se sa statistics na mudi tu dwa no enye ho nko an wo mo anto aba across all the regions in Ghana enti So the okay analysis here a full shot.
You see, Kwame, nobody is saying say a new MPP lose the election. No. Nobody is saying say that particular reason. There are a lot of issues. Economy. The Ghanaian people were complaining about economy. The Ghanaian people were complaining about some of the attitude of government appointees. The Ghanaian people complain about a whole lot. And that led to the MPP losing the election abysmally in the 2024 general election. But issues, danger you lose, I was here picking one after the other to address the issues. And so nobody can pick and choose what he or she likes. Or nobody can say, I say, I be my and because said you in Nienya. You need to say Nienya. Early this year, MPs are doing Akusia. It was a friend, Dr. Bawumia. Obaye, the delivery, he spoke about this non pussy to certain Tokwan. We should tell you, even from Dr. Bawumia's angle, he sees it had an effect and he was trying to water down on it. People talking about it. In people's closed door meetings, just like Dr. Bryant, they are talking about it. They did not go and sit on OKFM and as a PCFM. He met party people, they were looking at the data and they were speaking to data to find out why and how we can solve that problem so that the Kusasis who are MPP can come back home and continue to vote for the MPP. Yes, for the first time, the entire of Upper East we lost. Upper West we lost. And nobody can tell me that this singular issue it did not have an effect in that election. And if we want to win an election now, any emotions in frame. Politics there. It is a 1+1 that you look at. Gets you the two. So we need to look at every situation if it comes. It is a bit of what the data says, what the facts are saying here. It does not mean that person is preaching tribal politics. No. Brian is not saying people should not vote for Dr. Bawumia because your mom pushing it. No, that's not what he's saying. In fact, my constituency, people voted for Dr. Bawumia, not because he's a quote, but people felt he had what it takes to lead Ghana. There are reasons why people did not also vote for Dr. Bawumia, and that may include this particular issue. Let us not gloss over it. If we really would want to win elections in this country, nobody should gloss over it. Let's take the issues one after the other. And just like Dana Komiaka, it is not just one issue. Every issue that led to the defeat of the MPP, that prevented over 2.1 million people from coming out to vote for the MPP, to be discussed closed door. When we meet party people and in the selection process, we need to find out why this happened and how we can solve those problems and get people on board to vote for the MPP in the 2028 election.
Now, my main radio way. Young Fano, a year, the 5 northern regions. More the candidate of free northern part of the country in the Koye. And for that matter, no religious party, so Osanya Kremuni, first time, na move failed the candidate here, were Muslim. Into the anticipation was that, say, more failed the Muslim. One Muslim for in order to the Zongos who vote and the 5 northern regions no or Ghana more votes. When what the factor Kasai, honorable Dr. Bryant Champon, a factor Kasai, and there be a Nipanant with this analysis.
They understood the message, but of course, people are trying to mischieve us, and people are trying to throw in a lot of issues and twist issues. I don't think that Bryant Champon, the better check Ghana for the and selected Dr. Bawumia because Dr. Bawumia is Muslim into the Muslim votes. Yes, to Abalo. Dr. Bawumia made it very clear to young entities for say what he's bringing on board is the Zongo votes, and also because he is a Muslim, the Muslims who vote for him. I mean, there are videos, evidence to that effect, so that's it. And of course, you cannot rule out that effect in our body politics.
Okay.
And then maybe I semi into me so about me a president here. They show say apostolic body Pentecost in Abeka where there Or I ask for opinion.
Sure.
For that reason, yen to yaba, and famano.
And say, I work in my Yera Mahama Kra, so ya assemblies of God in
In political strategy, we call it identity politics. It works. That is why every politician would want to appeal to a certain identity, a certain base. Everybody wants to appeal to it. Opa America, Donald Trump, many ministers are sorry, but he was trying to preach to a certain Christian community to appeal to them to vote for them. So those are the realities. I'm gonna you need to find a way of appealing to every single person. And I think that is what any political strategist will do. That's what any political strategist will do. Hello?
I see. Me bacha also meet you, pa.
Yeah.
Meet you.
And Kwame. You know, no munya butre. And then Ranchene, did the attempt go church near my but Bryant Acheapong. Bryant Acheapong and a Bryant, you see, and
I said, what are almost the 10 cents of Bryant Acheapong, but this one will be here.
It makes sense. In that sense, I did about one more country, Bryant Acheapong masterminded the removal of Santapa. Santapa was never removed as a minister for the
There be what you're removing it that
for 8 years. So how is that the sin of Bryant Acheapong? Yes, Bryant Acheapong masterminded Ayawaso West Wogon. When they know that Ayawaso was found Bryant Acheapong never stepped foot in Ayawaso like the way he did in Ablekumanov. Just that Yempenifona himself, National Security in Kofobi Wogun, and that we needed to own up. And we needed somebody to speak for the government. And that is what Bryant Acheapong did. So after sacrificing for the MPP and ensuring the MPP the government will be exonerated from these attacks MPP for now because of internal elections, and they are accusing Bryant Acheapong of that particular thing. They themselves know the truth. They know that Bryant Acheapong had nothing to do with it. They know that Bryant had nothing to do with it. And what is this thing? Our mocha. So Brian or Koto Hotel. Now Brian Snake is our the Rock City Limited Liability Company. No, and now Ghana hotels like the Sea of Ghana. A day you are Rock City. Not almost expressing interest. Not because of a political nature, and it's also a redraw, and then he's being punished with it. Somebody who wanted to inject life in a state institution and ensure that Ghana for Benin today is being accused. It is now almost kind of requirement in a Rudura dancer. And then someone in a woman.
Okay.
Now we have told our supporters that we are not engaged in the politics of insults. And so nobody to go and do 10 cents of Dr. Bawumia or 10 cents of anybody. We don't want that.
Okay. Now,
all we are doing is to present the data, the facts to the Ghanaian people, to present the data to the MPP people to decide on it. And your own chair, and you say, and your man on what you are.
Now, minim say, Sadia when so appropriate apple say. Bawumia MPP before the buyer for 2024 elections, you know. Munina na mo support no it na munim say bibi nko yi and aftermath no and ma afa mu badwene say ade ya na mo kan ne yi say we religious part no identity one no ye keke no and buy.
Well, na me can say those identity politics no. I mean you need to look at it so and look at the positives of it. I'm sure say we were all anticipating say a big one. But if we did not, I don't think we need to blame ourselves too much for it.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes we put here, player be back a game one. You hope the player and a bit in your game no, I'll perform it 1-1 and then what I and more bonum. Sometimes the player and the player can come and work magic. Sometimes player and the banner. Maybe on no Friday, but let's say on the Senate here. Then the next time you will strategize.
Okay.
So all we are telling them before people is that yes, we brought in some changes, but maybe it did not help. So this is the time to re-strategize and look at how we are able to appeal to the base of the party and ensure that base, will come out. I mean, for PPP to go into an election and over 2.1 million people deciding not to come and vote for the party.
Wow.
How can you?
And yeah, Mamin.
Please like, share, and subscribe.